What's up, YouTubenites? Welcome into the CovrPrice weekly top 10 for the week ending October 7th, 2024. While you all are congregating.
1, 2, ready.
Yeah, there we go.
Love
Now
that
it feels
one.
like
Love
Tuesday.
that one. One of my favorites right there.
Now it's official.
Yes.
Guys, welcome in. If you're just joining, this is the CovrPrice Top 10. And shout out to our wrench in the chat. We got Rudy here. Thank you for being here. We appreciate the wrenches.
Love the
Let's
wrenches.
do a round table. Hello. Marty, say what's up.
Yeah, greetings and salutations, geeks and geekettes, and happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy Day of the Dead, right? This is October. We got the Halloween spirit going around. Not only that, I'm noticing all these amazing covers on Instagram, people posting all their horror comic books and everything like that too. So I love seeing all of that. And I'm posting my own as well. But I'm telling you what, I've got nothing on some of these other ones I've seen, nevertheless. So I'm looking here at the chat, and I think someone actually commented that when you do post that, hashtag Lords of Horror, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see it on
hashtag.
here.
Okay. Well, anyways.
AD up there a little bit.
Okay. So is that what we're doing? We're doing the hashtag Lords of Horror. Nevertheless, if you do, you do. Tag that. I'd love to see your books. You know, I'm always searching for those. So great.
Yeah, Lords of Horror. There it is. Thank you, JD. I appreciate that. I know they're all bald today, guys. I gotta shave my head so I can be part of the
Oh, nobody wants that. Maybe me and Marty should just grow out what little hair we have and look like we. If I do that, I look like the kind of person that's not allowed to give out candy during Halloween.
Oh.
I think you'd look good. I think it would work for you.
No. Like it doesn't grow. It's like it's patchy and nonsensey, and I can't give out candy on Halloween.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I'm the same way, man. And plus I've grown so used to many years of this, especially being in the military for as long as I did. It was just so much easier, you know. So I just kept it this way. I tried to grow it out at one time after I retired, but then I was very shocked and depressed after I realized I was going bald. So I just kind of kept shaving it.
You got to give up the ghost, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That just
was a joke. That was a joke.
Thin hair ponytail happening. You can't be that guy.
No. You cannot do that. It's, you know, I've seen some really bad ones. Really, Gabe. So anyways.
I like you guys bald. It fits. Gabe, say what's up.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for showing up tonight, everyone. Shout out, best wishes to anybody out there in Florida. Hanging tight. You guys are just getting back-to-back storms.
Yeah.
But it is Halloween coming up soon. Maybe we should do a Halloween episode and we dress up in our costumes. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there to make sure that we have to do it. We have to commit to that now because I said so.
Actually, Laura's already committed to that because I believe we've already discussed this in a past episode.
All right.
That we will be doing a Halloween episode, and I believe we are dressing up for Halloween, right? We're putting on a costume of some sort.
Wait, is Halloween even
I think Halloween's on a Friday.
No, it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
So it's a shaker show. Would have to be a shaken. Okay, yeah.
I'm
down. We'll make it
We've
work.
had this talk, Laura. We've already had this talk.
I think we did on Shakers, right? We did. I don't remember what I agreed to.
You see that face? It's like somebody trying to, sneak her way out of this.
I'm just excited to see Marty in that Princess Leia slave outfit.
Isn't that what he agreed to? Yeah, I'll be Jabba the Hutt.
Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't think that would go very well in this house, you know.
It could be Chewbacca. Anyway, we're getting so off topic here, but yeah, guys, welcome in. We appreciate you being here. Like Marty was saying, be safe out there if you were out in Florida. Before we get going, we just launched our Bird City Comics. This is a shameless plug. Our New York Comic Con exclusives, and Gabe's never seen them, so here we go. That's the first one. New Teen Titans issue 1 by Greg Horn. Holden Robin. That's
Look at
the
that.
second one, Raven. And then, of course, we did the foil reprint. And I'm telling you guys, even if you're not a fan of foil, this black looks so sharp. We got them in today, and they're awesome. So
we talked back in the green room. We chatted a little bit about Greg Horn, and we did a little reminiscing too, and we talked a little bit about that. And overall, you know, I was just telling Laura, like, one of my favorite artists, Greg Horn. You know, I've met him a few times at conventions and things like that. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful covers, Laura. Congratulations on that.
Aren't those cool? Like, I like
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
concept of them. I just think they're really, really, and like, again, in hand, they're even better. And this one was actually probably my favorite though, because when I got it in hand,
I like that George Perez one. I actually commented on the Instagram post. I did see that. I did see the Teen Titans one.
Yeah. So those
he's George Perez, man. He was awesome. He was an awesome guy.
Yeah, he was. And I think that's the first time that they've let a store reprint his art. So we felt very honored by that. We did 100 for pre-sale. The rest are reserved for the con. And last time I checked, we are almost sold out. So if you're thinking about it, this is your time to run over there. Well, after the show, actually. Okay, let's dive right in. Every week we have a runners up, guys. Keep in mind that this list is brought to us by our friends over at CovrPrice. We're looking at stats on the aftermarket. So total units sold, percentage growth. What do we have for our runners up this week, Marty?
Yes, once again, stats on the aftermarket. Runner up brings you Pilot Season Declassified 2011 #1, Top Cow Productions, September of 2011. Since the Beauty received casting adaptation news, fans have been searching high and low to secure the key books in the series. Some may be confused with the other entry on our list, but this is the real first appearance of the Beauty. Debuting a month before Pilot Season, The Beauty, this book holds the top spot on our runner-up list and could see a rise as more fans notice where it's landed on the release schedule. We track 16 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 36%, with a high sale of $20 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $20. Okay, so obviously the real first appearance of the introduction of Beauty.
I did not know this. This is like news to me. I haven't read the list yet, and I thought that the issue #1 was like where it started. So I didn't know that this even existed, which is where CovrPrice comes in handy, right?
Right. And if you notice, the date of release is 2011, and I believe Beauty didn't actually was released until 2015.
Correct.
That's a huge jump then. So they waited 4 years before they really developed it. Okay.
Well, that's what this pilot season is. It's literally a pilot. So people get to throw in their kind of first idea for a comic book, and then whichever one is the most popular gets its own series.
Correct.
So a publisher looks at this and goes, okay, I like this, because it went through Image then, right?
Right. So I guess if on like fan feedback or whatever, I'm not exactly sure how they correlate, you know, who gets their own series.
Because Image picked this up.
Feedback. Yeah, they get their own series.
Right.
All right, very cool. Like I said, I did not know that, and I'm a fan of the Beauty season, so I'll be keeping my eye out for this one. Runners up, we have Pilot Season Declassified 2011 #1, with a top sale coming in raw at $20 and a 7-day trend of 36%. Gabe, what do we have to officially kick off the list?
All right, so top of the list this week, everybody, we're looking at Amazing Fantasy 15, coming from Marvel Comics 2006. It felt like an eternity since rumors began to spread that we would see our Amadeus Cho, a.k.a. Totally Awesome Hulk, a.k.a. Braun, a.k.a. Daddy Fat Sacks, a.k.a. Lucius Left Foot. I'm just kidding. There have been moments when it made sense, but nothing concrete has shaken the market until now. Recently, a new rumor has begun to take root, claiming that Logan Kim of Ghostbusters Afterlife fame will be cast as Amadeus Cho, helping to set up the champions in the MCU. Whether that comes up to pass is still up in the air, but there were those not waiting around to find out. We've tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 26%, with a high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.8, and current near mint raw is $101.
Derek just stole my thought. Like, this is crazy to see this back into the mix again. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Obviously a homage to Amazing Fantasy number 15. But wow, this guy's got a lot of AKAs, a lot of names, doesn't he?
Oh, that was all made up. I was just joking about that. That was just,
yeah.
That was just me going on my my outcast
Daddy
big
fat.
boy kind of, yeah, daddy fat sack.
Right.
Just
Right.
The Korean knucklehead.
The Korean knucklehead.
I mean, I'm excited if this ends up happening because I am a fan. Oh, what's the guy's name again?
Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus Cho.
No, who they're saying is going to be the casting? Logan Kim.
Logan Kim.
I think he's so cute.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this fits. I think it would work well. We'll see if it actually ends up panning out, but I'm for it.
Okay.
I think it's odd that we're going to get Amadeus Cho and Hulk before we get Doc Samson or before we get like Rick Jones.
Yeah.
Or even like a real Betty.
Like, where are they getting their feed from? Like, where are they getting this information from? They're like, okay, we got to move forward with this one, you know?
Right.
All right.
Let's just pull out another just random. It's cool. I love that they're pulling out like comic book characters and stuff like that, like, you know, kind of random characters. But it's like, man, where's Doc Samson? Where's Betty Ross? Where's Rick Jones? You know,
maybe they're trying to bring in that younger crowd too, because Logan Kim has like a huge fan base with all the girls.
I'm curious to know if that will even hold for anything at all, you know, because the way even the younger crowd nowadays, they're always quickly moving on to the next best thing, right? So
yeah,
how long are some of these characters are going to be around? So you think about future speculation or potential for some of these books and these characters, you know, I don't think it's going to hold a lot. I mean, you saw Miles Morales. I mean, of course, that's the exception, right? But then now we're throwing everybody in there. I mean, how many of them really hold? New Mutants, there was a TV show that didn't do so well. I mean, the list goes on.
Very true. Well said, guys. All right, so number 10, officially kicking off the list, we have Amazing Fantasy number 15 with a top sale for a CGC 9.8 coming in at $350, 7-day trend of 26%. Marty, what do we have next?
Yes, next is Captain Marvel Volume 1, number 26, published by Marvel in May of 1973. Agatha all along sure is playing it close to the chest and only offering brief hints of certain identities. But that's half the magic, and so far, they've kept the community guessing regarding the identity of Aubrey Plaza's character. Recently, there has been heavy theorizing online that she is Lady Death, who first appears in this book. That sent fans running towards the aftermarket to secure a copy. We tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 51%, with a high sale of $450 for a CGC 9.6 copy and a current near mint raw of $50. So still obtainable, you know, for a raw copy.
Gabe has it.
I do have a copy of this. I love Thanos. I've been a big, huge Thanos fan forever. So I have this whole Captain Marvel Thanos saga that goes all the way, you know, all the Avengers issues and the Marvel 2-in-1 annual. And it's great. You get, you know, you get Death. You know, you get Death right there in the window. It's kind of her first cover appearance. I know for a while there was kind of a debate on whether this is her first appearance or.
Oh, I didn't even see her, Gabe. We were like looking, where is she? Oh, I see her now.
Or there was like some
right
kind of war book, like it's called like War is Hell or something like that has Death. I don't think it's Marvel's version of Death, but I hope they do bring her into the MCU because the Death character is synonymous with Thanos. And she was the one that gave Thanos the marching orders to wipe out half the universe. So I'd like to see her pop up in there. Aubrey Plaza, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Mm-hmm.
She's like the only thing about the Agatha show I liked. And I know people are getting mad at me for saying that. The Agatha thing just didn't do it for me, but I did like Aubrey in it. I thought she did a good job.
I'm absolutely enjoying the series. I really am. I'm big
Marty.
into the witchcraft. I'm big into the whole, you know, magic world. I like shows about sorcery, witches, and things like that, right? So this really is up my alley. So I'm really liking the mystery behind it. I'm liking the magic behind it. I like the characters, how they really get involved with the chanting, you know, and the song and music that goes along with it. I like it. I really enjoy it. So and not to mention this book, I believe, is also the first cover appearance of Thanos as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
It's a third appearance, fourth appearance, depending on how you kind of divide things up. But yeah, Marty's absolutely right. First cover appearance.
Very nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Jim Starlin for all of this. Yeah, he did all the pencils and all the writing on this issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Killer cover too. I really like it. Yeah, we'll see. I think Aubrey would do a really good job for that rendition. And I'm gonna keep watching Agatha. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it will.
I haven't seen any Agatha yet, so I don't know about Aubrey Plaza being Death. I'm not sure how I feel about Agatha. I'm not sure how I feel about Death being like a regular character, like a normal looking girl character. Like she wasn't like that in the comics. She wasn't anything other than just the physical embodiment of Death, of the entity of Death. So
now, remember, I just watched the last episode of Penguin too, and I'm starting to really enjoy it because I'm looking at it in a different lens, like we talked about. So if I can suggest, so if I can just suggest anything, look at it more in terms of going into it with not knowing what it's about, and enjoying it for what it is.
Okay.
A witch, coven, things, having fun with it.
I'm not going to watch it until Laura watches X-Men 97.
I'm going to watch X-Men. I promise I will. And I am, Marty. I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to try to keep watching it through a different lens. Stop trying to compare it to WandaVision, which I love so much. I'm going to try to compare it like just it's anything, just going on its own. Penguin's phenomenal though. But anyway, again, we're getting off track. Number 9, guys. Captain Marvel, number 26. A top sale for a CGC 9.6 came in at $450. 7-day trend of 51%. What do we have next?
All right, number 8. Svengoolie? I don't know what that is.
Svengoolie.
Okay. Svengoolie 45th anniversary Bonanza number 1. This is the photo cover. That was a 1 in 10 from Gemstone in October of 2024. So a brand new book. For the uninitiated, Svengoolie has been a TV horror show coming out of Chicago since 1970. Thanks for that cover price. I had no idea who these people were.
Right?
Primarily appearing on MeTV, Svengoolie has occasionally appeared in comics. As the spooky season is upon us, we get another Svengoolie book celebrating their monumental anniversary with an in real life photo of the crew for this 1 in 10 variant. Written by Sven and the team, longtime fans were quick to secure a copy on the aftermarket. We've tracked 20 copies sold, 7-day growth of 45%, high sell $50 for a near mint copy, and current near mint raw is $35.
I got nothing. I've never seen it.
Congratulations to whoever purchased this book. If you're fans of Svengoolie, I mean, I don't know much about it. Obviously it was a TV show for kids way back in the days, and it's I guess they're celebrating 45th anniversary, so there's what you call the niche, certain collector niche collecting, right, where they have certain fan base for this.
This looks like a cross between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and
it looks like Addams Family to me, like a knockoff of Addams Family, right?
Oh, that show irritated the hell out of me, man.
Okay, I mean, collect what you like, and again, there's people in the chat that have this, so well done, you.
Hey, people paying $50 for this thing, so it means something. It has a fan base.
Absolutely, it has a fan base.
So excellent for them.
So congratulations out there.
Mystery Science Theater mixed with a little bit of Elvira, it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's what makes this show interesting, right? We don't make this list. You guys do.
I mean, it's Halloween season. Hey, Halloween, man. It's a Halloween cover.
Yeah,
I dig that. I dig that about it. How's that?
Hey, this is the Lord of the Longs box top 10 list where even we will learn some stuff. So everybody gets to learn something. We usually, the chat gets to learn something. We get to learn something. So that's a net positive right there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, there you go. Number 8, Svengoolie 45th Anniversary Bonanza, number 1, the photo cover, 1 in 10, with a raw coming in at $50 and a 7-day trend of 45%. And speaking of it being spooky season, what do we have number 7?
Oh, she's back. She is back. Number 7 brings you Mark Spears' Monster number 1 by Mark Spears, cover E, Bridezilla, published by Keen Spot Entertainment in September of 2024. With Halloween around the corner, we'll see many covers that inspire the holiday cross this list. But this book has been in the top 10s for weeks now, and that's not by mistake. It kicked off a spooky season as fans around the country started receiving their copies on this limited Kickstarter edition variant featuring Bride of Frankenstein. It quickly jumped up charts everywhere as those who missed out scrambled to secure a copy. We tracked 29 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 6% with a high sale of $147 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $61. Okay. Man, I tell you what, I missed the boat on this beautiful, beautiful cover, and I have nothing but wonderful, wonderful things to say. If you looked at his other covers, I mean, they're just as beautiful work, you know, but this one stands out the most because obviously Bridezilla, you know, people love sex, people buy sex, and plus the beauty and the tasteful, well done artwork of Mark Spears sells. Absolutely.
Yeah, it has that old fashioned, like nostalgic look to it. And the coloring is so perfect. Yeah, I missed out on this too. And I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm hoping that this is one of those books that people store in their collection and it becomes one of those modern gems that we'll be talking about on the top 10 shows in 15 years. You know what I mean? I could see it being one of these.
There's one that I missed out on. It was a few years ago. It was the Gamora cover, by I think it was the Andy Gradnov Gamora cover.
Oh, I
really
love
beautiful for her on that one. Man, I think it was Andy Gradnov. I am mistaken, but that book was very beautiful, beautiful cover.
Well, the cost is slipping, so maybe if you guys hold on a little bit, because what is it, $61 now for a near mint raw? So it was $140 last week.
Yep, sure was
for a near mint raw. So it's dropping.
And maybe if I wait a little until after Halloween, I'll be able to find one. Again, another shameless plug, guys. I'm going to show something real quick. This is the one that we did with Mark Spears. We were one of the, I think the only store that was able to get an exclusive for issue 1, the second printing. Very cool werewolf rendition. I think we have, the last time I checked, I think we have 11 of them left. So
Wolfman has nards.
Did he? Oh, well. No.
I'm just saying, like, have you ever seen Monster Squad? Wolfman has nards.
I don't think you can put that on the cover, Gabe. No.
I love Monster Squad. That was one of, alongside with Goonies.
Yeah,
Monster Squad was one of my other all-time favorite movies. And Laura, if you haven't seen Goonies, you probably didn't see Monster Squad.
I've seen Goonies. Oh my gosh, I'm not that bad. I've seen Goonies a million times.
Okay, just making sure. My kids
love it. Yeah, no, that's a classic. I had to.
Yeah.
You guys have to kick me off the show if I haven't seen Goonies. Number 7, Mark Spears Monsters number 1, the cover E Bridezilla. Top sale coming in at $147 for a raw and a 7-day trend of 6%. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Here we go.
I bet you are. There you go. And this is the image that's used on the thumbnail for this issue or for this episode for definitely good reasons. So we're talking about number 6 on the list, The Beauty, number 1, Jenny Frison. This came out August 2015 from Image Comics. All covers for this book have been heating up recently since it received the option treatment, especially those superstar artists contributing their work, including Jenny Frison in this book for this cover. So let's be real. Frison is one of the hottest names in the game, and this book debuted right when she was really picking up some traction. Her fan base has only grown since then, so thus a higher volume of those looking to check multiple boxes from their pickup list. We tracked 17 copies sold, 7-day growth of 77%, High sell $175 for a CGC 9.8, and current near mint raw is $35.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a really good series. I'm not surprised at all that this is starting to get some traction to it. So, if you're not familiar with it, this whole concept behind the book is that beauty itself is a sexually transmitted disease.
I wish.
Yeah, you're living in this society.
But there's more. There's more to that because, first of all, let me just say, beautiful frozen cover, man. Oh my God, just gorgeous. Absolutely well done. This is what inspires me right here to want to collect her covers right here. The beauty of it. But as far as beauty goes, it goes a little bit deeper because yes, you can have youth, you can have a full head of hair, you can lose all the fat on your body. It rejuvenates you, right? And it's an STD. And so you live, but then after like so long a period of living, you spontaneously combust, right?
There's always a catch.
There's always, yeah. So, but that's just kind of the background of it. The main story really involves like really some backstabbing, like
I bet to get that STD,
conspiracy things like that. So that's really the true significance of the story. But you add such beauty artwork to that, along with the storyline of STD rejuvenating a person, and you've got a huge seller here, and I can see why this is going into production.
Yeah, and arguably one of her best covers. I'm a huge Frozen fan. This is one of my favorites. I think I own 6 or 7 of this book, of this particular cover. I know. I've only slabbed 2 of them. The rest of them are raw. So I've been collecting this one for a while. I think it's very, very well done. Yeah, and if you haven't read it, you should definitely check it out. So number 6. Oh, go ahead, Gabe.
No, I was just saying, yeah, definitely check it out.
Check it out, right? Number 6, the Beauty number 1, Jenny Frozen variant, a CGC 9.8 coming in for $175. 7-day trend of 77%. Did that read mention that Ryan Reynolds was involved in it or could be involved in it?
Nothing about that in it, no.
Okay,
no.
Forget that I said that. Never mind.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Moving on.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Number 5, what do we have?
Yes, number 5, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, special number 1, Geraldo Sandoval, published by Marvel in October of 2024. So this month, actually. Phantasma has been steadily hyped for months, and with this book, she's finally here. It marks her first full appearance as a new member of Ghost Rider community. We've highlighted this book several times since it began circulating that she would make her full formal debut within. Now that she's here, she's enjoying a healthy aftermarket. We tracked 22 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 52%, with a high sale of $18 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $12. Okay, so this has a lot of room to grow here. Okay, and coming with Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes coming out, first full appearance. I wouldn't sleep on this, really. One, it's a number 1. 2, it's a first full appearance, right? And of a new character. So regardless if you're into the character or not, whether you're speccing or not, this is a good book to have in your copy because you don't know. It's got a lot of room to grow.
This was on the list last week. What was it at last week? Anybody know?
Go back.
Gabe looking. That's Gabe focusing.
Yeah. That's the Gabe focus look right there.
Because I feel like it's already falling.
Mm-hmm.
While he's looking that up, guys, make sure we're halfway through the show. Give us a thumbs up, sub the channel if you haven't already. We're going to do some compare and contrast here because this has been on the list, but I just don't remember what it was selling for.
I was muted. Sorry. So last week it was number 6, $70 for a CGC 9.8, near mint raw of $11. And that was all pre-sale stuff. So
yeah, so there's really no 9.8. There's no grading information yet, but the raw price is $12, and it was number 6, so it went up a little bit.
Went up $1.
Went up $1. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll have to kind of just wait and see what happens with it. If you guys think there's potential, I mean, $10, $11 doesn't seem like a huge risk. What?
$11. Hopefully, you get it for cover price. That would probably be even better because I don't think this is like a ratio variant or anything. So.
Probably still could, yeah.
But again, it's we got to wait and see. Like, does this character pick up? or is it just another like Kingpin's daughter, Lobo daughter kind of thing that nobody kind of cares about anymore?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Number 5, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes. Number 1, the Gerardo Sandoval variant with a raw coming in, the top raw sale coming in at $18, 7-day trend of 52%. This one puts me on the list yet again.
Yet again.
Oh, I love this cover. It's the good old side boob cover with Hello Darkness, number 3, Paulo Rivera Virgin, one per store. Boom Studios came out last month. This book was hot last week, and that's not surprising. Fans adore these one per store thank you variants, especially those with half naked women on the cover, and she's fully naked to me. It certainly catches the eye and did so enough 2 weeks running to warrant a spot on the list. We track 13 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 30%. High sell, $93 for a near mint copy. And current near mint is $73.
This is awesome. I remember seeing this on the new comic book day list. I'm like, this is going to do so well. If you guys don't know, there is a trade version of this where her butt's just covered. So you can still get that. But I feel like the Virgin really just hits so hard. And this is an anthology series, so you can kind of pick up at any point that you want. I have not read this issue yet, though. I have it in the other room, but I haven't read it.
This
is like a kind of like artwork you'd put in your bathroom if you had kind of like a oceany sea theme to your bathroom.
That you're speaking my language here, because at one time I had a mermaid theme in my bathroom, so I had very much similar, a couple art prints very similar to this. And then I got married, and of course they had to be taken down, but nevertheless.
Wait, you had a mermaid theme before you got married?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
But they're beautiful, very beautiful, like artwork like this. Very, just sort of very classy, well done. So yeah.
Well, now I wish I could have seen it. A mermaid bathroom sounds fantastic. I want to see that.
Got to use the 3 seashells.
Love it.
To me, it reminds me more of like Greek mythology. That's what I see when I look at this. I'm like,
Greek mythology.
Like a Greek goddess coming out of the ocean. Yeah, it's really, really well done. I'm going to slab mine, and I am going to keep it because I think this is, again, one of those books that could potentially become that gem that people hunt for a while. $93 raw for a top sale blows my mind. That's very cool. Hasn't everybody had a mermaid bathroom theme? Yeah, you're right, Derek.
Yeah.
One per store is thousands, right? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how many active stores are there. I don't even know anymore.
I don't know either. I mean,
there's so many because there's so many like
online?
Bird City, who isn't like a brick and mortar, right? So
big brick and mortar, right?
I mean, brick and mortar is like maybe 2,000, a little bit more than 2,000. Maybe I thought was always kind of like the average number of brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, no,
but with
trade,
digital stores, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, very demure, very mindful, Marty. Everybody loves your mermaid bathroom. That's awesome.
I don't know. I wish I could still have it up. I would have done a video for you guys so you guys can see that. But nevertheless, I'm just going to have to show you my Star Wars room and my Batman room. That's it.
Oh, you have to. You owe me like 3 Instagram videos now because there's so much I want to see of your stuff, all the Greg Horn books. But anyway, number 4, guys, Hello Darkness. Number 3, the Paulo Rivera variant, Virgin, 1 per store. And like what we were talking about a second ago, we're not really sure what the print run would be on this. But we have a top sale raw coming in at $93 and a 7-day trend of 30%. Okay, what do we have for number 3?
Okay, this one's back. This is number 3, Pilot Season, The Beauty #1 by Jeremy Hahn. This is the regular cover, published by Image in October of 2011. Beauty #1 holds the top spot on this list, but many have overlooked this book, which came out 4 years prior. The Pilot Season book were a way for Image to conceptualize a series and gauge fans' interest. This was one of those books, with Beauty first debuting a month before Image gave audiences a closer look. Fans have been looking to this issue as the first appearance of the Beauty, but that distinction is held by the 11 spot on our list. We track 12 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 133%, with a high sale of $32 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $26.
Wait, I'm confused. So this isn't the first appearance.
This is by Image now. So
No,
this
it
has
says
been
Top
pushed
Cow
up.
on it though.
Top Cow is
Yeah.
Image. Top Cow is Mark Silvestri's imprint. Like how Jim Lee had Homage Studios, Rob Liefeld had Extreme, Todd McFarlane had Todd McFarlane Productions, and so on. Everybody had their own kind of like imprint.
But the other one didn't do that, right? The other one was just Top Cow.
The other one was Image.
Let me look.
Oh,
Was
it's
it
just
Image?
Top Cow. No, it does say Top Cow Productions, but that's Image either way. Same with like Skybound or anything like that. It's all Image.
Right. But this one has the Image logo on it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Okay, that makes more sense. Hold on, what did I just do? What were we on? This one. Okay, well,
No, the Planet Season Declassified has the Image logo on it.
Does
it?
it?
Does?
It
I
does.
didn't see it. Okay, well, I was gonna go back and look, but I was like, oh, I'll just do it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Yeah, Pilot Season The Beauty #1, Jeremy Hahn coming in at number 3 with a top sale at $32 and a 7-day trend of $133. We are almost there, folks. Only 2 slides left. And if you haven't already, please give the show a thumbs up and sub the channel. These next 2 are interesting. What do we have next?
All right. So number 2 on the list, pre-ultimate number here. X-Men 25, X-Men 5, the Elizabeth Torque Error 1 in 25 came out October 2024. Good golly, the community loves them, an error/recalled book. This book does nothing to buck the trend, as fans immediately flock to their LCS or the aftermarket to secure a misprinted copy. It's simply designated issue number 1 on the cover, when we're on issue number 5 of this series. But when collectors can secure an error copy of a variant issue, they're going to do their damnedest to secure a copy. So we track 67 copies sold, 7-day growth of 33%, high sell of $100 for a CGC 9.8, and current near mint raw price of $30.
$30.
$30 for the error of it just having the wrong issue number on it.
What do you think? Overpriced?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe so.
think so.
I don't ever think any error recalled book has really ever trended high other than that. What was it? Batman, All-Star Batman #9, the Frank Miller one, where they had the bad words, the cuss words weren't exactly worded out correctly.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that one. Yes.
Other than that, most of these error books are kind of like whatever, right? Because it's just errors, like it's printed too dark, it's a little misprint in the lettering, like nothing like significant. But like Batman, All-Star Batman, it was a full-on cuss word that they printed and tried to blur out, but used the wrong color ink to blur it out so you could still see it. So these things never really seem to really kind of buck up that much, but we'll see with this. But again, it's just a random kind of error. Somebody asleep at the wheel.
Does the beer bottle one still do all right? I think he's right on that one.
Yeah, I think that one does too. The beer bottle Superman cover.
Oh yeah.
There was. I'm trying to think of a couple other ones.
Like the fact that we can't think of a lot of them is kind of saying a lot.
Right.
Like we're having a hard time thinking of the ones
I don't think it's still that good, but there's that one Earth X miniseries where in the background on the books of the spine on the bookcase they were making fun of an editor that got fired.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one.
When Harris got fired, somebody just wrote "Good riddance to Harris" on like the spines of a book in like the background of a panel.
Jesus, man.
There was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. One of those issues had an advertisement for a douche product, and it was called Marvel Douche or something like that, and that got like recalled and stuff. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, those ones I think I want to look into. This I'm kind of with you on this. I think this
the one you really want to get is that Elseworlds 80-page giant. You know that one?
I've heard of the title. What's wrong with it?
It got recalled and pulped. ironically, they ended up reprinting it like 10 years later. But that was the one that had a story in it where this girl was babysitting a baby Superman and stuffed him in the microwave. Okay. And that was like a no-no, so they recalled it.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Well, there you go. So there's definitely a niche for this too. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah,
Some
right.
people just might like collecting the errors, but currently we're looking at the 1 in 25 going for CGC 9.8 for $100. So it's kind of up to you if you want to drop the coin on that.
I would say give this a couple of weeks and you'll probably get it for like cover price or something. Or it might even still be in your LCS. Check your LCS, actually. It might still be on the shelf.
Right. Just
so
came
you're
out.
For number 1, guys. It's supposed to be number 5. So if it has a number 1 on it, you got the error print. Did they reprint him after they found out it was aired? Do they?
They typically ask for him back, right? Don't they?
Well, no, they tell you to destroy him, but nobody.
They tell you to destroy him, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody's gonna destroy free money.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it. All right, number 2, we have XMen number 5, Elizabeth Torque error 1 in 25 with a top sale coming in at $100 and a 7-day trend at 33%. Last but certainly not least, what do we have for number 1?
Yes, she's back. Number 1 brings you The Beauty number 1, published by Image in August of 2015. It took a week for the aftermarket to catch up, but it's been on a tear since then. At the tail end of September, it was finally announced that FX ordered this book to series and attached some big stars to the project. However, adaptation rumors began circulating back in 2020. Sometimes it takes that long for projects to land and start getting made. Consumers opened their wallets at the sight of actors like Evan Peters being attached to the project, and it's been off to the races since. We tracked 35 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 164%, with a high sale of $115 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current near mint raw of $8. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Interesting that this book is going up. Interesting. You see this, all the time when a TV show or rumors of movies or talks of projects coming up. Anything linked to that book is always going to see a spike in the trend, in the buy, right? But that's okay if you're speculating. But if you're looking at long-term investment, I don't think this is going to go long-term. Short-term, sure. I mean, give you an example. Preacher, that book was selling for I think I sold it at a high time for $700 at one time, right? Came out. Did okay, it was all right, but the book fell afterwards. And it's still a key book, but it's not fetching that pretty penny like it did before, So if you're specking, I wouldn't spec on these low, these things like that. I would, buy it for the simple fact that okay, it's Beauty 1, it's number 1, and 2, it's it's the first book, right? Not the first appearance, but it's the first book in the series. So that's me though. That's my opinion. So. Take it for what it's worth.
I see what you're saying. It is tough for these there's always like a prime time. You have like that chunk of time where you can flip. And what do you think, Gabe?
No, I agree. We've this isn't our first rodeo, okay? So we pretty much know for something like this, if you have it, sell it. If you don't have it, see if you can find it at your LCS for cover price or at a con somewhere in some back issue bin for cover price. We've all been there. We probably all name like 30 different books that got optioned and it exploded, and then the deal kind of just fizzles away, right? So $8 isn't going to hurt anybody more than likely. So that's not terrible, but it's we don't want to go out getting crazy with these books. Whenever they're optioned, it rarely happens, right? It's probably like a 90% failure rate on these options. So
yeah, I'm still waiting on Reborn. I was really excited about that series, and it's one of my favorites, and nothing's happened with it. I'm like, Sandra Bullock was supposed to be tied to that, and it's been years of crickets. Yeah. And just like,
I was excited for Profit. It had Jake Gyllenhaal attached to it. It had Mark Guggenheim attached to it. Yeah. Haven't heard anything since. It's probably dead in the water. So we'll see.
Another example is Outcast. Remember, Outcast number 1 was selling for a big penny for quite some time. TV series came out. I think only lasted 2 seasons, if that. So I mean, we could probably spit out tons and tons of examples just off personal experience and watching market trend and watching a lot of how these things go. So, I mean, but if you're going to spec on it, I just proceed with caution.
Yeah, even if they do get picked up, it's not a guarantee that it's going to be like a big hit, like some of those Mark Miller Netflix series. Just didn't land and didn't, make the books go up any either. So,
Yep.
collect what you love what you collect.
They're so wise, aren't they? There are over 70 of you hanging out with us right now. Thank you for being here on your Tuesday night. We know there's a lot of places you could be, but I mean, we appreciate having you here. Number one this week, the Beauty number one, with a top sale for a CGC 9.8 coming in at $115 and a 7-day trend of 164%. As the guys were saying, read the tea leaves on that and decide what you want to do. If you own those copies, it's totally up to you. But yeah, that's it for us this week. Let's do a little round table goodbye. What do we have to say, Gabe?
I have to say thank you, everybody, for showing up. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll see everybody next Tuesday, and it's going to be a fun time. Well, I'll miss everybody because Tuesday is becoming my favorite day of the week, so I can hang out with some people and talk comic books.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, damn. How do you follow? All right, Marty, follow that. Good luck.
I can't. I mean, you put me after these great speakers. I mean, you got Dr. Yo-Yo, you got Gabe, you got Land. How am I going to follow them? First of all, let me just say thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. But for my fellow Floridians, please be careful. Okay, be safe out there. I hope if you're in that middle of the that big area where it's going to hit, that please, I hope you're evacuated. If not, you hopefully still have time. So please be careful out there and hang in there, brothers. Hang in there. But nevertheless, thank you for joining us. May the comic gods and TiVo continue to bless your long boxes. Excelsior. Well, there you go. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We will see you on Thursday for the Shaker Show. Have a good night. I never know where this thing is.
Top right.
There.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.